Hey guys, it's me, MidwayJack24 here, and today I'm just revealing some scary news that is not really an April Fool's joke. Information about the coronavirus. And yeah, but and also I've already seen this video and this scared me. And I checked, this is not a April Fool's prank, no. This is much worse than I have ever feared. Feared for the country for everyone. I was originally planning to do something else for April Fool's Day, but then I saw that and I decided not to react to this. So pretty much this is going to explain something that I personally cannot explain. So anyways, Fox, do not copyright strike me. So I'm using this as a way on how to tell people on what not to do.
Measles is one of the most contagious diseases we know. Just one person is likely to infect between 12 and 18 people.
Alright, good reveal.
That number is called a disease's basic reproduction number, or R0. Scientists use it to describe how contagious a disease is. Zika, it has an R0 of up to 6.6, super contagious. But the seasonal flu, just a little over 1.
1.3 is the seasonal flu. So that means pretty much all the stuff that I have to face through the winter is not contagious. Not that contagious, which I do know.
And COVID-19, the disease caused by the coronavirus, just about 2.
Alright, I'm just gonna tell you something. Having that being larger than that is terrifyingly scary.
Difference between the flu and COVID-19 doesn't seem so big, especially when you look at them next to these really contagious diseases. Plus, a lot of the symptoms of the flu and COVID-19 are really similar. A fever, cough, they can even both lead to pneumonia, which is ultimately how they can both be fatal.
Yeah, that is scary, pneumonia. I'm sorry, I'm always not used to seeing the P and P before an N. It's just confusing me, but I'm not judging it. Like, it's just semi bothering me, and I'm just thinking off the top of my head here.
Thinking of COVID-19 and the flu as similar is a common and frankly understandable comparison to want to make.
This is like the flu. It's a lot like the flu.
I like to believe that it's going to end up more like the flu virus.
But wait, let's go back to those R0 numbers again. If the flu has an R0 of 1.3, that means each person gets either 1 or 2 people sick. After 10 rounds, that's 56 total people.
Alright, that does not seem that bad. Even though I know that the flu can kill about 60,000 Americans per year.
And if we run the model with COVID-19's R0 at 2, if one person with it gets 2 people sick, you get 2 people sick. After 10 rounds, that's more than 2,000 people.
Oh wow, this is scaring me. Not gonna lie. God, this is scary.
This does not happen with the flu.
Alright, so that is just the seasonal flu. And my friends are going to be angry at me when no, they're not. They're not. They're just, well, they were criticizing me for being crazy, and then pretty much I just told them that it's going to end up in a pandemic. They did not listen to me.
Because COVID-19 is very different, and understanding how is crucial to understanding how dangerous it really is, and why we have to take it so seriously.
When we start to look for that comparison to the flu, we almost calm ourselves down. But unfortunately, that's not quite the right reaction here.
Every year, the seasonal flu kills as many as 60,000 Americans. As of late March, COVID-19 has killed about 34,000 across the whole world. But scientists expect that number to go up, way up.
Tens of thousands of people a year die of the flu. But we haven't had this for a year yet. We've only had this for a few months.
Well, I mean, technically, China's had it since late 2019, as I've heard. But so far, that's China, not the US.
Like, the trouble is coming, and we can predict it, and we can see what's coming, at least to a certain extent.
The first really big difference between COVID-19 and the flu is how long it takes you to feel sick. From the moment you're infected with COVID-19, it usually takes 5 days before you start to feel symptoms. But it can take as long as 12 or even 14 days.
Which is not good.
This is the incubation period, the time between when you catch it and when you first realize you're sick. And scientists think you could be contagious during most of this period. The flu, by comparison, has an average incubation period of just 2 days. You get sick, and pretty soon you feel sick, and you know you're contagious. This is what we're used to. But COVID-19 flips that around. You can be contagious and spreading it around for several days and up to 2 weeks before it even occurs to you that you're sick. And that leads to the next big difference.
No human immune system had seen this virus before. Nobody has a natural immunity to it.
We already know that, and unfortunately, that is true. True. I'm sad to say this. This is actually true. No one's seen this virus before, and it's acting a lot more dead. It's a lot deadlier than you think. I just watched World of the Wars earlier. Yeah, War of the Worlds. Yeah, earlier, and I saw how the aliens got simply defeated by common bacteria, common viruses on Earth that are not deadly to humans, which is incredible. But I'll get to that on a later day.
Flu season, there's always a number of people in the population who are already immune to the flu. That can be because they got their flu shot, or maybe they've already had that flu strain. And that limits the spread of the virus. When one person is contagious with the flu, they can only spread it to people who aren't immune, who can only spread it to other people who aren't immune. That's why scientists and doctors urge us to get our flu shot every year. If enough people have immunity, they can kind of shield the virus from reaching others. The more immunized people, the more they can protect those that are susceptible to the virus. But COVID-19 is brand new. None of us have had it before, and there's no vaccine, which means nearly everyone on the planet is susceptible. So when a contagious person, who may not even know they're infected, comes into contact with others, it can spread like wildfire.
I'm pretty sure they just stole my quote. I'm not sure this is true, but I did say in the last video that that the coronavirus is spreading like wildfire. Like, they could be using it or not. It could be a simple mistake or not. But still, this is pretty scary.
And then you see how much more dangerous COVID-19 can be. Only 2% of people with the flu need to be hospitalized, but 20 to even 30% of people who test positive for COVID-19 do. And we're still learning about COVID-19's fatality rate, but scientists think it's somewhere between 1 and 3%.
Well, I'm just going to tell you. You might think that's little, but in fact, that's a lot more than you think.
But the flu's
Oh, recorded person, explain away.
is even lower, 0.1%. And that's a disease that can kill 60,000 people a year in the US alone.
Is it odd that I accidentally paused at the point where most people are blinking?
That's what Dr. Anthony Fauci, the US's leading infectious disease expert, tried to clear up to Congress.
People always say, well, the flu, the flu does this, the flu does that. The flu has a mortality of 0.1%. Sure. This has a mortality of 10 times that. This is a really serious problem that we have to take seriously.
And he's just talking about the average across all age groups. For older people or people with compromised immune systems, it can be way higher. And that's
Alright, I'm slightly into queer. Queer, but not really. Not really. So, my family's definitely not into queer. Yeah, that ain't good.
really scary when you remember all the other things that are different about COVID-19. The infectiousness, how hard it is to know you have it, how susceptible we all are to it. Estimates vary, but some scientists have warned that between 20 and 60% of the world's population could become infected with the virus. Because COVID-19 has no cure and no vaccine,
Not yet. Not yet, at least. Hopefully something would come and save us.
the only defense we have against it is social. We can take ourselves out of the chain, not with immunity, but with social distancing. Just physically not being around anyone and staying home as much as possible.
Well, all the introverts are happy, and unfortunately everyone else is going to be bored out of their minds.
But that only works if each of us takes it seriously, which is why comparing it to the flu, while understandable, is not helpful.
It's natural to want to find a comparison, to want to make this seem small. When we use the flu as the backdrop, it almost numbs us, or it can numb us and make us maybe even feel better about the current situation, because the current situation is bad. So now is not the time to be numb. We need to be vigilant and then use our vigilance for useful actions.
Yeah, that ain't good. Ain't good. And remember, always take this advice seriously. Seriously. This is not the flu. This is not like the flu. And I've been trying to get people to know about this. But oh no. I need to react to that later, but for now, this is all what you guys are getting. Please stay inside and please wash your hands. Please stay safe and try and help to spread try and help spread out this information to everyone. Please stay safe. Do not go outside of your homes. Do not at any cause. As I'm warning you, like they said, if you are unknowingly infected, you can easily just do here. Do this. And just going.
And if we run the model with
Well, look here. If you're know that you're sick, which I don't blame you, but still stay inside until you know the symptoms. Otherwise, you're going to probably do something like this.
COVID-19s are not at 2, if one person with it gets 2 people sick, you get 2 people sick. After 10 rounds, that's more than 2,000 people.
Well, that is pretty much that. And yeah, this is scary. So far, we're not seeing any cure. The U.S. medical team is trying to work on it. And in case you don't know, this is literally the most richest and powerfulest nation that's up today. And we still don't have a cure. This might be scary, but we need to do our part and stay inside. Stay inside and wait for at least a good month or so until we know what has happened. Anyways, I wanted just to say, please stay safe and please stay inside and stay clean. Do not go anywhere outside unless if it's a clear emergency. Anyways, goodbye and please stay safe.